Imagine your life as ordinary, even mundane. You follow routines, you count coins, you live a life unnoticed by others. This was Matthew, a tax collector, despised by society, often seen as corrupt. He had a comfortable routine, perhaps secure, perhaps lonely. Then Jesus passes by and says simply, "Follow me." No grand parade, no promises of wealth or power, just an invitation to life transformation. Matthew leaves everything. His call was radical, unexpected. One moment he is at his desk, counting money. The next, he walks with Jesus, stepping into a life of purpose, grace, and mission. Tonight, we will explore how Matthew's story inspires us to respond to Christ's call today. Even when it seems inconvenient, even when the future is uncertain, following Jesus transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary testimonies of faith. Matthew sat quietly at his tax booth. People hurried by, some angry, some indifferent. Coins clinked in his hands. He followed the rules, kept accounts, and did his job efficiently. Yet his heart longed for something more. Jesus walked past. He didn't stop with words of judgment. He called gently, yet decisively, "Follow me." Matthew didn't ask for guarantees or ease. He didn't think about what leaving would cost. He simply obeyed. The transformation was immediate. Matthew, once a tax collector, became a disciple. Later, he wrote one of the Gospels, inspiring generations. His ordinary, even despised life became extraordinary in purpose. Faith is often like this. God's call may come quietly, without fanfare. It may ask us to leave comfort zones, habits, or routines. It asks for trust, radical trust, that the step we take today will lead to blessings tomorrow. Think of your own life. Are there areas where God is quietly calling you to follow Him? Perhaps it is offering forgiveness where it's difficult, serving someone unnoticed, choosing honesty over convenience, praying daily even when life is busy. Even small acts of obedience allow God to transform ordinary moments into extraordinary grace. Matthew's story teaches us God calls ordinary people, not perfect, not celebrated, but willing hearts. Obedience transforms life. Faithful steps, even small, lead to abundant spiritual fruit. Trust opens doors to purpose. Following Jesus often requires leaving familiar comforts, but in doing so, life gains eternal meaning. Reflect today. Where is Jesus quietly calling you? What could you leave behind to follow Him more closely? A habit, a fear, a worry? Even simple obedience, a kind word, a small act of service, a prayer, is a step into God's transformative plan. Tonight, whisper a prayer. Lord, help me hear your call. Give me courage to follow you, even when it is hard. Tomorrow, act on that call. Reach out to someone in need. Forgive silently, without recognition. Offer your work or gifts in service to others. Pray with sincerity. Remember, Matthew's obedience changed the course of his life, from an ordinary, unnoticed man to a witness whose story inspires millions. You too are invited to take that step. Your ordinary day, when surrendered to God, can overflow with grace and purpose. Whisper in your heart, "Lord, I will follow you. Transform my life. Use me for your glory." Take the step tonight. Let Christ work in the ordinary moments and reveal extraordinary blessings.